guys, welcome to the adventure for a quick video of some equipment review that I bought a joystick for DCS. I hope you don't mind the quality. I hope it's alright. Just, my phone, so it's a little bit unstable, but I'm holding it literally in my hand. So it's a VBK Gunfighter joystick. I'll show it to you right now here. This is it. This is the actual joystick itself, which I really like. It's fantastic. I hope you don't mind the mess in the background, but honestly, this is just my sketch pad. I also have fantastic gear if anybody wants to see anything else. Planning on making a lot more reviews in the next couple of days. What can I say about this? It's a fantastic piece of equipment. Every button here is configurable to any degree. You can assign a tempo button, so if you hold it for a few seconds, it'll change the settings or the buttons. You can shift. That means that's like a modifier. You press one and you press the other, and basically it's like holding Shift O or Control or copy paste, Control C to copy stuff on the computer. It can do a lot of more things than that. It's a fantastic platform. Also comes with this nice pad that I don't mind actually showing it. It's literally an improvisation that I did. A TV screen holder on the wall to hold it underneath my table. So just a little bit of improv there, just to get my setup right. And basically, there has a lot of actually buttons that I really enjoy. One here for the pinky, kind of in the bottle. You have a brake lever here on the back, which I actually don't use too much. You have a safety switch, which is fantastic. Whoever comes from any flight simulator, it's a cool little feature. I don't know how practical it is, but it adds a little bit of impact of reality. 2D tin trigger on the front. So that's already 2 triggers. By the way, all of these accesses in the program that I'll show in a moment, on my computer already, you can reassign to either a button or an axis. So all of these, this is a 4-way switch knob. One right, left, up, down. This is also, and you don't see this too much, but there's another one here on the back. Same thing. Pressable, 4-directional. We also have 2 buttons here in the top, which is like autopilot, disengage. We got leveling. These are hats that you can press on as well, which are fantastic. Again, everything that you set up on the program, you can set it to hold this button. I have currently this button here that I press. If I hold it for 3 seconds or 2, it makes these into a whole different up-down 8-directional pad. So up, down, left, right, and diagonally. So you can assign those as a key or have it as an axis. That means it moves around freely on a vertical line or a horizontal line, which is fantastic for any kind of control. If I'll just move some stuff around here, I'll see it's connected under my desk, and it goes to this control unit, which is very easy to set up. I'll show it to you here in a little bit better. It's quite beautiful, to be honest. It's very nice. There's a reset button here just to make sure that it syncs up, and it goes to a USB connection on the back of my computer. Very simple to install. Calibration is very easy as well. I don't know about retailers or where we can buy them, but I'll link a description to their webpage. I really enjoy this. This is, by the way, not a sponsored video. I just wanted to share you guys with a fantastic piece of equipment. I know there's a lot of beautiful joysticks out there, and I think this is one of them. So definitely just a personal preference, what I had available here in my country in Israel. Let's jump into the part that I show you guys it physically on the computer screen with the program and the website, and that's basically it, to be honest. Any questions? I'd be happy to hear the comments below.
So basically, guys, this is their website, VBK Sim North America. I think they do have other branches. I'm not too sure. Fortunately enough, I got a hand of this joystick by luck. Someone got some of them from them, of course, supported by them in Israel. So I managed to buy one and pick one for myself here by driving literally for 2 hours all the way to the south in Israel and coming back. So that was a whole joy of itself. He sat with me, showed me how it works, helped me to set it up, and I hope you guys have that. Well, there's plenty of YouTube videos, which I also link down below for their YouTube channel on how to set these guys up, all of their equipment. They have plenty of stuff here that you can tinker around with. This specifically one that I have is the Gunfighter Mk.III Modern Combat Edition. It also comes with a built-in, well, it doesn't come, sorry, it's an additional cost, but it's nothing. It's like $20, relatively speaking for the joystick. It's not a lot, but I really recommend, at least. I really enjoy it, but I built in a twist adapter, which basically allows me to use the rudder on the stick. It doesn't come default by it, but I do believe if it's an addition or not, but it is definitely worth it. There's, of course, different variants of it. which I actually don't know or didn't go, but I guess these are look like extended arms and everything like that. So by all means, if you guys want to check them out. Of course, not sponsored at all, like I said before. This is just a fantastic piece of equipment that I like to share, and there's plenty of other joysticks out there in different price ranges, including them. Different models that they have, even a more affordable prices, and even, well, that's kind of the price range. 420 is kind of the top range of their scale. This is the actual program that is used to calibrate and to set all of the key bindings. I'll be 100% honest. I actually don't know a lot of the tools and the configurations here. I just use the main things that I know and love and how the joystick kind of came up with. I did set up a custom things here and change a few tinkers and some default configurations up, but 95% of this program, unfortunately, I don't know. So again, links in the description below for their official website, for their official YouTube page. If you guys want to check some reviews, by all means go ahead and look them up. I've been using this for the last month and no problems whatsoever. The joystick is fantastically accurate. I had it before, and I will also do a review about that, the X52 flight stick by Logitech, or I think they changed it to another company. I already don't know. There's two variants or two different cycles that one went through. So, but that's for another video. Basically, as you can see, it's very highly configurable. A lot of the things here, unfortunately, don't know. You can set up the axes as buttons. You can set that it'll activate a certain button as a certain degree once you press and hold the key button as well. The hats are responsive fantastic. There's a mode that I can hold down a button on my hat, and it basically turns into an axis, as you can see. Well, from the graph, you can't see it physically, but I showed it in the video before. And it goes for any axis here. So even the top hat now, I'm gonna switch to the axis mode, holding it 3 seconds at a time, and it switches it into a axis, both vertical and both horizontal. Of course, it's an 8-directional switch, so as you can see, both of them are moving at the same time, or just one of them, so up, down, left, right, and diagonally. So that is fantastic. Of course, you have all the other buttons, which you can also assign new buttons to. So if I do here, and I'll show you guys in a moment, test under, you can check the device's profile if it's actually connected properly and its sensitivity. And under the buttons section here, you can do pull, and you can actually see each and every button press when I press them through. So that's under the physical layer, under pull, and there you go. Trigger, first detent, second detent. Trigger, the axis trigger as well. The brake doesn't show you here because it's an axis. Hat switches, 4-directional, and a press, and so for the other hats. This joystick has around 24 by default, just like that, settings or keys approximately, from my top of my head, 23, 28. And of course, you can assign all of these to anything else. So for example, modifiers, you can hold one button and then play around with any other button. Basically acts as a modifier that you can add as a separate button. As you can see, these buttons are already highlighted at the same time, but literally you can modify to whatever your heart's desire. So it's a fantastic piece of equipment. There's plenty of buttons to work around. You will never have any problems, at least for me in video games, to, you know, oh, what button to assign. Oh shit, I don't have any buttons to assign it to. So it's a fantastic solution. And of course it works well with any, as I'll show you as well later. I have the joystick that is a VBK one, and I actually have a throttle from another set, which is a T-Flight HOTAS X52 by Logitech. So I have a different throttle from a different company, and I have a different joystick from a different company, both simultaneously working well. Of course, there's no correlation between them software-wise, but program-wise and computer-wise and even the game-wise, it registers both of them without a hitch. And you can assign different keyboards or different key presses to even modify. On DCS at least, I know I can assign like to hold this button down, and basically any button that I press on my throttle modifies it and gives it a different setting. So even just press a button on my throttle right now, it'll access button A. But if I hold a button here like the trigger, which I do actually in the F18 correction on DCS, if I hold down the first D10 on my joystick and then I play around with that same button, it becomes my trim. If I let it go, it will be my speed brakes, just for an example. So I want to trim, I hold it down, I press around the buttons there, I let it go, I still press these buttons, and it's a different set of keys altogether. And you can do that Not related to this joysticks per se, but it's just a little bit of a tip that someone gave me on my stream a few days ago, which I really, really enjoy, specifically in DCS. So if you guys want a review on that as well and how to set that up, let me know in the comment section below. And basically, all I have to say, it feels fantastic. It's a very good grip. You know, it's stable on the table. It's not moving anywhere. There's actually very good support for it with this platform that it comes up with that you saw in the video before. It's a metal sheet of beautiful black of a like a matte color. Sorry, the reflection behind or around the parameter, the circumference of this metal sheet is beautiful, and it's a matte color plate. They have plenty of other joysticks in their website, so again, go ahead and check them out. This is not a sponsored video. I probably said that like 3 times already, if I count correctly, but I really do enjoy it, and I just wanted to share what I found about this stick. So thank you very much for watching. Again, welcome to the adventure, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.